Better. Still bloated.
What is up, YouTube? ¿Qué pasos? Hombres, ¿qué pasas? ¿Qué pasa? Oh geez, I messed up a lot today, but what is up, guys? I was freaking away. We are here on a beautiful Sunday morning. It was way earlier than normal. It's 10 a.m. The gym opens at 9 a.m. today, closes at 2. So I wanted to come in and get my gym session done early. Kind of interested to see if there's a lot of people or not. I'm not really sure, but either way, we're here having eaten a lot of carbs and not been walked a lot today. Woke up and had a big bowl of oatmeal, and then after that, like 3 small bananas and a bite of an apple or 2. So I'm thinking more or less probably 100 to 120 grams of carbs, maybe 130 eaten, and then about 20 or so grams of protein and like a bit of fat from the oatmeal. And a ton of fiber, like 30, probably like 40 or 50 grams of fiber. Unironically, I think like at least 45 with the bananas, and like put my fiber stuff in the oatmeal. So just the oatmeal and the fiber, like bran powder alone gave me like I think 36, something like 36 grams of fiber. So a crazy amount. Maybe like 32. I think more like 32 grams of fiber, but still, or 30, whatever. Still, it adds up. Good amount. I'm certainly feeling it. But that said, why am I going to the gym so early? Well, I just told you it closes. And in addition, today is the first Sunday of the first Sunday of June, and in Barcelona, when you have the first Sunday of a month. The new month, the museums are free, so I'm going to try assistir. I'm going to try and attend some of the museums, in particular the Museo Nacional de Catalunya. So basically the National Art Museum of Catalonia. I think it's actually the Museo Nacional de Arte de Catalunya, right? So National Art Museum of Catalonia. And then I'm going to try and attend the Picasso Museum, which I'm very excited for. Might not happen though, because it's so packed all the time, especially on a day like this when it is free. At least that's what I heard, and I'm not inclined to believe it. Makes sense. It is the man himself, right? So we'll see how that goes. I'm not really going to stress it. I'm just going to try and get there, attend. I do have a tutoring session later, but I'm going to try and work around that. Get some time where I can actually enjoy the city. And yeah, what else is new? Well, actually, we woke up today still with bloated in my lower legs, still have some oedema, pitting edema in my shins, but 164.6. So what does that tell me? It tells me probably we are totally flat. Like if I was to fix my bloating right now, hopefully a sub 164, which is good. It means that we haven't lost all our progress like I thought. We are closer to that 160 mark than ever before, which I think does track my upper body at least. My upper body is looking leaner, especially like my lower ab section in my back. And so, again, trying to figure out the water retention issue. And I did have a bit of an epiphany, poco de un pensamiento anoche pasado, que basically I thought last night that maybe it's the bread, because one thing I've noticed is that the bread in Spain generally has a higher salt content than the bread in the US, and I actually did some research. It turns out the past 5-10 years or so, there's a big push to actually lower the salt content in the bread in Spain due to health concerns. So the salt has been high for a while in Spanish bread. It's actually one of the biggest, if not the biggest contributor to dietary salt in Spain. And so, I was thinking like, what was the biggest change I made? Well, I started eating bread, this pan del dia, which is amazing, right? Bread of the day, super fresh, super cheap, way cheaper than any other carb source really that you can get here. But the only problem is that it has a little salt added to it. And so today I'm going to experiment, no bread, see if that solves the issue. So far, I can't really tell. Got a bit of an instant spike in the banana that I think I did switch slightly from that, but then we'll see. Hopefully it does make a difference, and then they will well, I mean, hopefully we can afford eating it bread and fix whatever issue that we have right now. The bread is so cheap and so good, I'd love to. But, you know, if we have to cut it out, that it is what it is. Just a bit in moderation every once in a while. You know, you gotta listen to your body, right? But, you know, the reason that it sucks is because besides the, like, powdered potato stuff that I was doing before, like the basically, you know, ready to make, just add water and microwave potato mash, which really wasn't, it's not as bad as it sounds. It's actually not that processed. There's only a few ingredients, but besides that, other carb sources like rice and, I'm not so sure about rice actually, but at least potatoes are actually pretty expensive. Rice is just kind of hard for me right now because I only have a microwave, and researching how to make regular rice in the microwave is not that easy. But, you know, it might be something I'll just have to delve headfirst into and try out. And then potato-wise, potatoes here are just like at their lowest, around $1 per kg if you're lucky. Usually it's higher. Usually at the lowest 125 if you're buying like a bunch. It's a bit higher than the States. At its lowest, usually the States it goes low 50 cents, which is about one. What is that, like a bit less than 1 kg, 0.89 kg per pound, or 0.89 euros per kg is what it would be here. So relatively a bit more expensive, and also at the same time, I don't know, just not quite as easy to store. You know, obviously, a bag of potatoes in my room wouldn't be that easy, but again, if it comes to it, I'm willing to go to the lengths that I need to in order to see progress. And so that's kind of a check-in of the day. Overall, feeling pretty good, better than I certainly was feeling yesterday. I'm hoping that in the next few days, I'll continue to kind of get back on track and getting closer to our freaking goals at the moment. So, sorry guys, my throat's itching me. A bit of a throat problem as well at the moment. I mean, just a sore throat, it happens, right? Especially in a new country like this, not always washing my hands, but whatever. I had got way more sick when I was in Argentina. I had to feel like 4 p.m. toilet appointments, or 4 a.m. rather, toilet appointments there, and that was not fun at all. So, anyways, TMI. But we're almost at the gym here. Bit of a shorter talk today. Not too much to say since the day just started. But yeah, looking to heart rate's at 110 right now, 93 calories burned, 2,400 steps. Looking to multiply that by 10 or 15, hopefully 15. If we can get some more steps in, we'll be on our way to hitting our goal later after we've walked around the city and explored these museums. But that'll come after this freaking upper day lift. So let's go put everything we can into this. Get a good session. Hopefully, after I think I'm gonna take shit before. So I'm quite backed up at the moment. And then after that, we'll be a bit more energized and we'll power through on the residual carb we have. And I'll be heading straight after to El Museo de Arte de Catalunya in Barcelona. And after that, El Museo de Picasso, which is close by. So that'll be fun. Alright, let's catch you guys at the lift. Alright, what is up, guys? Officially starting to work out here. Took a little bit of a break in the bathroom, if you know what I mean. Feeling a lot better. 55 kg on the freaking rack for the first exercise of the day. Incline chest press. I'm thinking 5 finally would be a nice solid rep count, but just need to see and find out. I don't know. Kind of wish I had saved some carbs earlier for a bit of an intro workout situation, but I think we'll be fine. So I'm going to push this hard. I think the seat position's about where I want it. Maybe slightly low. I want to put it up 1. Put it up 1. Okay, well, ended up going down anyway. And this thing is not easy to work with, let me tell you that. Here we go. That should be up 1, up 2, whatever. Either way, let's freaking try this out. Hopefully get 5 and we'll be on our way. Oh, fuck. God damn it. Oh, definitely not 5. Well, we tried. That sucks. Fucking sucks. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe my grip wasn't wide enough. It's one thing I want to try and work out more is kind of standardizing my grip and shit, but what we're going to do happens. 4.5 if even. That 4th rep, I felt it. I was like, this isn't happening. I think what happened is I went too heavy in my warm-up rep because I did 50 kg for one. I shouldn't have done that. Way too close to my working weight. Think about it, it's only like 10 pounds lower, right? It'd be like if I was hitting 190 for a set, I decided to throw on 180. Not smart. Well, more like if I was doing, well, actually, whatever. Not really worth thinking about. Not quite because it's both sides, but 20 pounds more or less under my working weight. Not very smart. So I'm gonna try and blame that. But let's go and do a bit of front pull downs, and we'll be continuing with this workout. I gotta go get my straps though. I forgot again. All right, this might be kind of heavy. 55 kg. Moving up from 50 to 5 more for hopefully 7 or more. Last time we got 50 for 8.5, which is definitively, excuse me. Oh my god, something, bananas coming back up. Definitively more than that at 8 mark when I went over the weight. And so, thinking hat off, push hard on this one, and hopefully get a good rep count. The machine last time was moving while I was doing these, so fingers crossed I wasn't freaking topple over. But yeah, I don't know what the kg limit is on this. Probably says, but I do know that we're running out of space on the freaking rack almost. So I read enough the app. Let's get this done. Okay. 6.5, not terrible. Probably could have been a bit better around, but I'll take it. Oh, it's freaking, a few options here. I'm thinking overhead press. Maybe we'll come back and do some other back afterwards. Let's keep moving. All right, bit of overhead press here. Last time we got 45 kg for 7. 45 kgs once again on the freaking stack, and I'm looking, hopefully the freaking maxes out rep-wise and get 8 before we move up, but we'll see. Pressing movements today aren't feeling especially strong, so this is too much. It's too much, and we'll have to move on. I'm thinking it's doable. I'm gonna push really hard, push really fast, get these freaking 4 and 4 out of here. Oh yeah. Oh, that was a freaking grinder and a half. It's so worth it. Holy shit, let's go. Officially moving on for 45 kg. It's a good feeling. All right, let's go switch it up and do something else. All right, this is gonna be damn heavy, but 70 kg for a bit of plate loaded upper back row. You got 65 kg last time for 8. I think that was an off camera set. Um, in fact, that was like a week ago. It was a while. It's been a few sessions since I actually did that. I think that was when I was coming back from Tarragona. But 70 kg on this other machine is taken. Figured also why not bias the upper back a bit more. It's been a while, and so gonna try and get 6 or more here. Should be good. Definitely make sure I get my straps in for this one. There we go. Come on. Okay. Okay. That was solid. 60 or 70 for 7. Maybe ROM could have been a bit better, but take that for now. Let's go. We can do a set of triceps. Yeah, set of triceps, and then we'll be out of here. Well, that's a lie. We have a lot more to do, but let's get it done. All right, decided we'll start off here on the arms and the delts with a bit of side delt cable action. So 7.5 kg. Got this for 6 last time. Slow and controlled. Let's try and do the same for a bit more reps than last time. Yep. Okay. It's a good 7. I'll take it. Let's do the other side. Okay. Hell yeah. It was good. Instead of rear delt, I'm thinking. Alright, so bit of rear delts here. I think last time we got 120. I know, 12.5. Not 120, that'd be insane. 12.5 for 7, so 12.5 for 8 this time. We'll be moving up in weight officially. I think we can do it. Back's feeling pretty strong today. And yeah. Although we did actually do a set of upper back bias instead of lower back bias for our second back exercise of the day. So maybe, who knows? But I'm not going to psych myself out. Let's get the set done, and then we'll only have 2 more sets of tries and bias to do before we're done with this workout. Let's get it. Ugh. Oh yeah, that was solid 8. Let's do the other side. Oh, give myself a second. Definitely feel like I usually get more central nervous system fatigue with rear delts specifically because there's a lot of like stabilization stuff going on with my core and my legs. And so, all right, that said, it's not rocket science. Just gotta push a little bit harder. Let's get this other arm freaking done, and we'll be switching it up. Oh yeah, it's pretty pumped. Let's go do some of the triceps. All right, set of triceps here. 7, or what am I saying? 12.5 for 7 was what we got last time. So 12.5 for 8 would be a nice little definitive, up and weight for next session if we can get that. So I'm gonna try and do just that. Push hard and get triceps done. Damn. 7.5. Felt good though. Take a second to rest and then we'll get the other side freaking done here. I think the Techno Gym bicep machine is going to be calling our name after this. Might have to work in, compartir, share with someone else, but it should be fine. Okay. Yeah, I think the systemic fatigue kind of got to me in that one, but still felt it enough to be a good set. All right, let's freaking finish up with set of 45 kg. I'm thinking, 6.5 or more. Last time we got 6, and so that put us in a nice little area of improvement. Gotta push hard and see if we can get through this. I did warm up with 40, which is a bit higher than I normally do, so hopefully that's not gonna be a problem. Let's get this done. Okay. Oh man, that was a perfect 7. Hell yeah. All right, let me get the weight off here. Someone else wants to work in. Let's go check the pump. We're done. All right, let's go freaking pose down now. Workout's over. Pump doesn't look that bad, and this is full of a ton of fiber and fruit. Probably like 40 grams at least. I think I said that earlier, but damn, is it true. Alright, let's see what we're working with here. Oh yeah. Whew. Officially in the freaking end game with the abs. Side chest. Other side. Oh yeah. See how the back's looking. Whew. Feels pretty damn crazy. I hope it looks just as crazy. This is for sure a bit bloated as well. Not even properly carved up. Whew. Trying to think if there's anything else we haven't done. I guess vacuum. All right. I think there's too much more to pose down at this point. We're officially definitely getting towards the end goal we defined for ourselves, 160. Again, below I'm thinking another week or two and we might be there, especially me sooner. We can get rid of this bloat quickly. But the abs are certainly showing through a lot more. Very common now that I've said a vein chilling out there, even when I'm not like carved up or anything. You know, another one here as well. So, can't freaking complain. That said, thank you guys for joining me, as per the usual, on this Sunday morning lift. And yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna spend the rest of my day today doing some museum perusing, a bit of sketching, a bit of tutoring as well, not too much hopefully. And yeah, after that, who freaking knows? Maybe hopefully, definitively will get my steps done. I have quite a few of those left to do. And I'll catch you guys again, like I said, tomorrow. Stay huge, stay lean, stay hungry. And that's Jaden out of here. Thanks for checking in. Peace. Post museum munchies got to me, man. All that walking. We'll burn it off later.